What other car can you push 1,000 horsepower reliably?
I want to say the BMW 4.4 liter twin turbo hot Z, and they have the capability of pushing 1,000 horsepower. The problem is they have so many more issues than the Audi does.
Why is that? Is it the plastics and the rubbers
It's
that
not
fail?
the plastics, because these cars have a lot of plastics too. It's just BMW really had an issue designing those bearings.
Wow.
And they've never changed the design of those bearings, the clearances, the materials the bearings were made of.
You're talking about the rod bearings.
I'm talking about rod bearings. And for the longest time, I mean, it was a period of 10 years where BMW got sued, and the lawsuit was won by people.
Wow.
And BMW was giving out engines for the longest time, it was a recall where you'd get a brand new engine. We did it once. And then after that ended, they did an extended warranty where you could buy the engine at their cost.
Okay.
We did it once, and you bought, I believe it was $7,000. And this is a completely long block, including valve covers and oil pan, of a 4.4 liter. And turbos were not included.
Wow.
And we did that for a customer once. What I'm saying is that's not a lot of money for a brand new engine. From BMW, great engine, brand new, not even remanufactured. That engine, if you were to go to BMW right now, I think it's $26,000, right?
But Audi, you're saying they got it right.
Audis don't have that issue.
So interesting.
They never had that issue. We've never replaced rod bearings on a C7 or S6, RS6, RS5.
Yeah, reference.
I'm not saying BMWs are not reliable. We stand by BMWs. We love them. It's just like those particular engines had issues and they were never really solved.
Okay.
One of our technicians, Brad, he's worked at BMW and at the dealership, and they see those engines seized in the parking lot all the time, as low as 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 kilometers. And we had a couple. I can think of two off the top of my head where we had the same thing. We did on one, we did, I want to say we did the timing chains.
Okay.
And then we brought it outside, we tested, everything was fine. The customer took it down the road, they went up the hill, engine seized.
Wow.
The vehicle stalled, towed it to the shop. We thought it was a dead battery, maybe a seized something, the alternator seized. Turned out the rod bearing seized. Then we had another one where the customer bought an engine because his blew.
Wow.
He bought it on eBay, I believe.
Okay.
Got it to us, we put it in, seized bearings. Like not even 1,000 kilometers later.
Oh my God.
Fresh oil, fresh filter, everything else just seized.
So how can you combat that? Like, is there any reliable S63
Again,
out there?
I'm talking about these particular engines. Exactly.
Yeah, just
those.
the S63.
Yes,
though.
you can. So another common issue with the S63s was the injectors were leaking.
Oh.
And they were putting a lot of concentrated fuel in the oil prematurely, a lot.
Okay.
And you would know that. There's a way to do a balance test and check the injectors. You can check the misfire count at idle, and you can notice it.
But it was degrading the oil?
It was degrading the oil very, very fast.
Oh.
And because of the clearance in the rod bearings were already an issue, that added fuel, I should say, just gasoline in the oil just wipes them out.
That makes sense.
And if you have the vehicle sitting there idling for a long period of time, not even long period of time, a few minutes at a time, wears out your bearings.
Oh no.
So how to prevent that? Check your injectors, replace them if you're keeping the car and your car is worth a lot of money, get them replaced, and then do the oil changes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like regularly. If you do it yourself, do it every 3,000 kilometers. Wow. I know it sounds excessive, but if you want to keep that car for a long time, it needs it. That's the problem.
My word.
When other vehicles like Audis never really had that particular issue. So people call it unreliable. Sure, you could say that in a way, but again, if you know the root cause and if you know what the problem is, if you know what could happen, if you know what you need to do in terms of preventative maintenance,
you can get ahead of it.
Do it. Get ahead of the ball. I mean, in terms of plastics, we've been asked quite a few times. Everything's the same. Look at BMW. Even go back to M54.
Yeah,
plastic valve covers. Plastic intakes.
That's true.
And did they fail? I mean, how many BMWs, E53s, E46 are on the road with 500,000-600,000 kilometers?
You're right.
They still work.
The gaskets fail.
The gaskets, but the gasket fails on everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, and again, that's the gasket itself is like $36.15. I mean, B58. It's a good example. That car is plastic. Top to bottom, that thing is made of plastic.
So bad.
And they work.
It works.
So I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.